Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. As you can see, it's a brand new situation that I've situated. So please bear with me. I'm not going to have any of the special props and stuff that people be having because I'm not quite there yet. I've just been doing some I have been doing some research on videos as it relates to Jamaican men. And I was going back and forth within myself to say, do I want to share with the world my opinion on dating Jamaican men? Do I or do I not? So, as you can see, I have decided to do so. So, there is one topic that keeps coming up, and that is if whether or not Jamaican men are cheaters. So I'm going to say my humble opinion, which is that yes, yes, I do believe that they are. What makes it so hard, and then let me also say that I want this to be a topic on to help American women date Jamaican men. Let me go back. Disclaimer: there are exceptions to every rule. However, the majority rules. I can give a little background about myself. Needless to say, I am an American woman. However, I have grew up around Jamaicans all my life, whether it be family members who've, had babies with Jamaican men. My mother, as we speak, is married to a Jamaican man, as am I, but that's another story for another day. And I've just grew up, in a Jamaican culture. My father was a Rasta. I grew up listening to Bob Marley, Gregory Isaac, Barris Hammond, all the way to dancehall, Buju, all well, not Buju as it relates to really dancehall, but the who paved the way. I can't think of these people name right off the top of my head, but I'll say Lady Saw and all of those people like that, Beanie Man and all of them who started dance hall or whatever. So yeah, so I'm very, very immersed in the Jamaican culture. I have always been. Initially, it wasn't by choice. I was teased as a child, and kids would be like, "Oh, Tiffany, you're Jamaican," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." It was so disturbing to me, and that's why it's so interesting for me to be married to a Jamaican man now. But again, whatever. Another story for another day. So, as I was saying, yes, I do believe all Jamaican men are cheaters, but I'm gonna tell you why I believe all Jamaican men are cheaters. Okay, so they all, they needless to say, if you're a Jamaican man, you come from Jamaica, so they, always it's like again disclaimer, my experience with Jamaican men, my experience with the culture, my experience with the way things go is that you're basically like ridiculed in Jamaica for not having a child at a certain age, for not having a woman. These things are very, very important to your manhood in Jamaica. And if you don't get a child by a certain age, you don't breed a woman, right, by a certain age, it's a problem. Like you will be like the laughing stock. So yeah, so they have some woman somewhere. So all right, so say they leave Jamaica, they come here, why? To make money, to make a better way for themselves, to make a better way for their family back home, because 9 times out of 10 they got some woman somewhere back home, right? All right, so that's what makes it very, very hard. American women, I guarantee you that man has some app, some way to communicate with people back home. Now, what he's going to tell you, me family, Oh, me need to talk to me family them. And by family, my humble opinion, woman. It's some woman, some I don't care if it's a class. Oh, me go to school with her, me know a long time. Believe it if you want. You know? And that's just how it that's just how it go. And I'm gonna say this as well. My humble opinion. Jamaican people as a whole, men and women both, are big cheaters, not just the men, because women chase money. They so into materialistic things. You know, that can be for American people too. You know what they say, poor people love to shine, right? That's how it go. In my humble opinion, Jamaica. You know what I mean? So it's like the women give bun because they chasing this. And then the man is because they just chasing, excuse me, poom poom pussy, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? And that's just the culture. You know, listen to the music. I say Vibes Cartel all the time, and I love Vibes Cartel. Free Vibes Cartel, free world boss. But how many fuck songs can one person make? And that what me want to know. How many? How many? And trust me, them Jamaicans, they know every song, word for word, front and back, and round the corner, and side and forth. That's what they're about. Fucking making babies. That's what they're about. So, moving along past the our Jamaican men cheaters topic. All right, another issue that I want to address, and again, I'm just freeballing this. I don't have nothing written down, nothing. Like I said, I just feel compelled to help another person if I can. Again, my experience is my experience. My experience may very well differentiate from your experience, but I still care to share. Thank me later. But anyway, this thing about all these stereotypes about American women. Like, I'll have a lot of Jamaican men tell me, "Oh, you're clean to be American." I'm like, well, what's that supposed to mean? You know, well, most American women, you know, they look nice when they're in the street, but you come to them yard and they have clothes everywhere. And listen, let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something. Jamaica is way different than America. Way different. Way different. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody. We don't have time. And let me hold on. Let me say this. I'm a very, very clean woman. As you heard me start this out by saying you're very clean to be an American, because I don't play that dirty, excuse me, shit. I don't play. I don't like it, and I don't play it. But I hate it when they try to compare Jamaican women to American women. Like, Jamaica and America are, needless to say, worlds apart, right? They got time to sit around and cook, clean, play happy housewife, because 9 times out of 10 they ain't got no job. They sit home, they live off of a man, and that's why they are so dependent and so subservient and accept the crap that they accept from a man, because Jamaica is like America in the 50s. Like, women are not sitting around waiting for a man to take care of them. Us. No, we're not. We're not. So you can't cheat on me, have a woman around here, a woman around here, a woman around here. Bob Marley, I love Bob Marley. Anybody know Bob Marley's story? Think about it. Think about it. We not going for that. Who's going for that? Nobody not going for that. No, you gotta be like 300 pounds. Like, nope. Listen, nobody's going for that. So that's what y'all gotta take into consideration. No, nobody's going for that. So the point that I'm making is that, you know, yes, some people, some women do, you know, have their priorities mixed up. Some women are dirty, but please, please, please don't try to make it seem like it's an American thing. Like, oh, you American women. No, don't do it. Okay? Don't. This is not Jamaica, let me tell you something. I work 2 jobs. I wonder sometimes how I have the strength to do the things that I do in a day. Everybody don't have that drive and don't have that tenacity to keep moving. A lot of people are like, listen, I work 2 jobs. My day is done. You understand? And again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying. But don't sit there and judge us because us American women are moving and shaking. You hurts me? All right. Now, my next topic is going to be, let me think. So I talked about, yeah, I talked about that. Um, my next topic is going to be all Jamaican men are jealous and possessive. Let me tell you something. Any man that give a fuck, excuse my vulgar language, is going to be jealous or possessive. I'm going to say it again for the people who didn't hear me in the back. Any man who gives a fuck about a woman is going to be jealous and possessive by default. Even if they don't want to be, right? Even if they don't want to be. But let me say this. It's levels to it. It's levels to it. I'm going to give an example. My people, the other day, I worked, like I said, 2 jobs. My morning job, I had to work this particular day. My evening job, I was off. So I got off work around noonish, little after. 2 p.m. came. My people was on my phone. Where you they? Now, I was sitting right out front of my place. But I just said I'm going to mess with them. I said, why? Why you questioning me? So, all right, do your thing. I said, all right. And I'm coming through the door. I love it. Trust me. Me love it. Because that simply say you care. Okay? So some people might take that as possessive. Oh my God, why he's watching the clock? Where am I? What? That's all right. Because it's enough men who don't give a damn where you at. You could be lying in a ditch somewhere dead. You understand? So yes, I want my man to be possessive over me. Yes. Me love it. All right. So in a man who isn't possessive, in my again, I have to reiterate, in my humble opinion, he don't care. He don't care where you at. He don't care what you doing. He don't care. You want to know why? Again, my opinion. I said 9 times out of 10 because he doing stuff he ain't got no business doing. So he's like, I'm not going to question you because I know I'm doing wrong. You understand? Or I don't want you questioning me. Because that's the other thing Jamaican men will do with this whole phone thing. You ask a Jamaican man to go in his phone. Oh boy. You ask a Jamaican man to go in his phone. That WhatsApp, Messenger, don't do it. You go on his phone, you're going to probably 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, you will not be his woman anymore. Because I'm telling you, it's what they do. They have based their life off of women. Jamaican men base their life off of women. And trust me, every man who from him not a batty boy, how y'all call it, love women. But Jamaican men have a special appreciation for women. Lady Saul has a song and she goes, you should something to the effect of make your energy, put your energy in making yourself the chosen one. That's the best advice I can give you tonight. Set the trend, right? Be that person, that go-to woman. You know, what I do, like I said, and some people might say, "Oh, you try too hard to be Jamaican." You First of all, you don't know how I grew up. This is ingrained in me, for one, and for two, I am very, very, very big on pleasing my man. Yes. So if I know how to make curry chicken, brown stew chicken, I can make caramel porridge in the morning. I can make chicken foot soup on Saturday. You understand? Because I know how to do all of those things. That's how I set myself above the next chick. I'm already clean, right? So I'm not carry no odor. Me crutches. Again, sorry to be vulgar, but I'm just, that's how they talk. So my humble advice is to know 9 times out of 10 you're not the only woman he's dealing with. Nope, 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 nope. Now what you can do is, like I said, make yourself number one. Make yourself before them. But 9 times, my job, my first job, I work for a foster care agency. Older gentleman. I'm not gonna call him an old man because I'm not gonna be mean. Older gentleman. Gotta be all of a good 60. Jamaican man. Asked me for my number. Married. Live home with his wife. Everything good. They don't care. I like it. I want you. Simple. Simple. It's not even deep. It's really simple with them. Trust me. So that's it for tonight. I got that off my chest. I said what I needed to say. I feel good. I feel better about myself. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this. But if you do, you might learn something.